Hello everyone. I hope you all are doing well today. And today we are going to discuss a very interesting model, or I must say, a matrix. Now, this matrix is called the Eisenhower Matrix, which a lot of you working professionals might already be aware of. But if you are someone who, especially, is in a leadership team or leader who has to handle a lot of tasks and multitask at the same time, as a working professional, this matrix is really very useful and beneficial. So today we are going to understand this, and let's get started. So as you can see on the screen, this matrix is sort of a quadrant. And let's start with understanding the very first point, which is do it now. Now, these are the tasks in your professional life which are important as well as urgent. For example, tasks which have tight schedules and deadlines that you have to submit tomorrow and can't wait for another next week. Maybe you have to submit a project proposal, which for the last deadline, the last date to submit is tomorrow. You have to submit a tender for your organization. You have some court filings to do. You have to pay your bills, your taxes. You have a family member who is in the hospital bedridden and you have to pay some hospital bills. So these are some tasks which are extremely important as well as extremely urgent. So you have to do it now, and that you should make the topmost priority. The second point to understand in this matrix, in this quadrant, is tasks that are less urgent but again important, which you can schedule it for later. Now, it's important but not urgent. Now, how can you understand that? Now, you have a meeting, a very important meeting to attend, but it is, after a week, after 8 days, that you have to attend that meeting yourself, because you are the person who is going to attend it. You have to prepare for that meeting, but it is not tomorrow, it is after 8 days. So you have time to prepare for it. You can perhaps schedule it after 3 days, after 4 days, to prepare for that meeting. You have to attend a conference or a networking event. Now, it is important, because maybe your profession is such that you need to attend a lot of networking events. You have to dress up and look the best of yourself, and you have to buy some new clothes for that. Now this event is after 15 days, so it's not urgent but it's important. So you can again schedule it after your next weekend, which is coming, to shop for that event, to look the best of yourself and plan your salon visit in that weekend itself, because it's not urgent but it's important. So again, the first point is do it now. The tasks which are very urgent and also requires equal amount of importance. The second, which I said, is schedule. The tasks which are very important but less urgent, you have time to schedule it, to prepare for it. Now, talking about the third point, which is delegate. Now, as a professional, especially if you're in a leadership position, there will be a lot of tasks which will be urgent but less important. It might not require your personal involvement in all those tasks. So always delegate such kind of tasks. Tasks like responding to certain kind of emails, especially where you are marked in CC. You do not need to reply to all the bulk emails that you have received, or you have to do some kind of marketing bulk emails. As a leader, you can always delegate those kind of tasks which require your less involvement in it, or which are less important to the team members in your organization. Those tasks can be any subjective to your professional profile. It can be also related to if you're in a hospitality sector, service sector, if you are into hotel management, cleaning, housekeeping, those kind of tasks are again very, very important. But if you are in a leadership position, you don't have to go and check all the rooms if they are properly clean as per the checklist, but you can always send your team members to do that. So these kind of tasks, which are less important for you as an individual but urgent and requires action, always delegate it. And the last point is delete things which and tasks which are neither urgent nor important. Your spam emails, your marketing lot of emails we might be receiving on daily basis, which might not be even related to our own profession, but we might be simply getting those emails and calls from customer care. We can simply ignore it. Now these tasks also, interestingly involves your leisure activities, your social media time, your OTT platforms that you spend time binge watching certain shows. Now, as a working professional, these are activities which are not neither important nor urgent. So you simply have to ignore it when you are working tirelessly. You have to complete a deadline, you have a task to do. But if you are totally free, then these activities definitely comes under less urgent and less important. And I hope you get some amount of time to also do these kind of leisure activities. Even though if it's not important and urgent, it always makes our mind fresh. So these are the activities I believe also involves in these kind of time as well. So when you are in that delete mode and you don't have anything to do, you can always prioritize in these kind of leisure activities your side hustles. Otherwise, as I said, do, schedule, delete, and delegate, the most important thing. And that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed and learned something out of this interesting matrix. As I said earlier, um, uh, who introduced this matrix and in which year is all mentioned in the description box below, so you can read that as well, some fun facts about it. And I hope as a working professional you start implementing this matrix in your professional life, and I assure you, you will see wonders after implementing it, and you will have more organized, managed your job profile, your professional life with this metric. So start doing it as soon as possible, and stay tuned for many more such interesting articles, stories, and case studies related to management. See you next week.